Do you have every idea and you think, man, I should have been doing this a long time ago? And then you wake up the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and then you don't do it, and then you don't do it, and then you don't do it, and then you say, if I have this, I'll make it happen, or if I have this, I'll make it happen. Today's not that day. I'm gonna do it. So today I'm road tripping from Fresno to Los Angeles via, 99 South, pretty much. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, and you know what road trips mean. So now I've made it to LA, which means, what? We're driving. It's a weird thing. It's like the city of freeways. It just goes on and on and on. Interchange after interchange. It's fantastic. So we're actually heading down to H-Rock at the moment. I've never been, so it's going to be a fun time for the Prophetic Destiney Conference. Yeah, this is a big first for me. I mean, going to a conference by myself-ish, without like people. Lots of stuff. Awesome. So day 2, obviously, because I'm wearing different clothes. So first session was awesome with Sean Bowles. He spoke a lot into identity. And my favorite part about Sean Bowles is when he does prophecies is that his words of knowledge, a lot of times they aren't right, which is awesome because it allows me and others to take leaps of faith and to go out there and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, because, he's wrong, so it's cool. And so that was awesome. Now we're on to next morning. By now we're in afternoon. Sorry, I was being present, aka not recording. It was awesome. Day 2 was really reaffirming, talking about a lot of hope coming back to the church and to our generation, which is what I've been saying needs to happen. So, yeah. A lot of hope and identity again, which is always fun topics. So far, so good. And I just want to touch a little bit on the church. I'm not a real big fan of church buildings because I think that, a lot of times when they're done, they can be done wrong because of leveraging money and how that happens, and then making people pay for it bad, and taking over expenses, and then you're pushing people for money, and then it's a big long thing. Story about H-Rock's building is that it was built by someone else. And then they took it for a really low price, which is totally an awesome God thing. And that's awesome, and it's amazing. So far, fantastic. And even better, SoCal weather is amazing. Literally amazing. It's the next day, obviously, by my beanie. Can't you tell? New day. So I just want to go over what happened in the last session. It was pretty cool. It was Brian Simmons, who was writing a new translation of the Bible called the Passion Translation. And he had some interesting things to talk about. And it kind of just filled in what was going on in my own head as I've been talking about redefinitions of faith and hope and how they've related in this last couple of years, and how love is the final thing after that, and what does that look like, and what does that mean as you move into the future. And it really hit the nail on the head. He says that when Jesus cried out, "It is finished," on the cross, the word there for finished in Aramaic is a homonym, which also means not only finished and complete, but bride or lover. So when he cried out, "It is finished," he was also crying out for his bride. And we know that God is a relational God, and he never meant us to be alone or his son to be alone. And so we have the bride of Christ, which is the church. And so it's kind of cool that in his death he formed the church, which he totally did. So yeah, that was a cool topic, talking about just what the bride looks like to Jesus and how it works and how much he loves it, which totally goes on with so many other topics I've been talking about. So I'm on my way back home. I don't know what's rests for these videos or how I'm going to work them out or what they're even going to look like. I really have no clue, but I'm going to start making them, and it's going to be awesome. I'm here in beautiful Delano, California. On my way back, just stopped off on a random road. It's going to be amazing. Whatever this turns out to be, I hope we'll go over some deeper topics, trying to relate it back in a really simple way. Just trying to get everyone back on the basic terms again. This is going to be a good year. I got a good feeling about it. Let the adventures continue.